Hello, this is Quick Take, your quick guide to one topic. I'm Smita Prakash. Democracy is dead in India. No, it's dying. It's almost dead. It's muzzled. It's gasping for breath. It's what you're hearing or reading quite a bit these days, whether you live in India or abroad. Rhetoric about the state of democracy in a developing country is always hyperbolic in nature. So how should you, as a citizen or an expat who has family in India, think of India? Is it a functioning but maybe a bit chaotic democracy as we learned in school and college? Or have democratic institutions been slaughtered at the hands of politicians, as some political leaders and commentators are saying? The metaphors are graphic in nature. The screaming headlines in foreign media could have you worried or confused. Should you ignore them or take them at face value? Don't take my word or their word. Judge for yourself. Let's start at the village level in India, because 60% of Indians live in villages. Do they till their land, sell their produce, buy their food of their own free will? Do they have the freedom to vote their representatives to the village councils, block levels, state level, and to the parliament without fear or favour? Yes. Can people in India's villages and towns send their children to schools and colleges of their choice? Yes, depending on availability. Does any law prohibit them from speaking freely, voting in a secret ballot, marrying whoever they wish to, bringing as many children into this world as they want, buying property, starting a business, working in a multinational company, access to internet or traveling, writing an article, a novel, a book? These are absolute freedoms exercised by every citizen in every part of India. There are times that some freedoms are restricted for short periods, like snapping internet for a few days or a few hours because of law and order situation. But that's about it. Do you not see that in many other democracies too, when there is a riot or arson or looting? Do these countries report on such restrictions in other countries in Asia? Do Indians have the right to protest when they feel anyone is trying to curb these rights? Yes. Can they go to the police, the court, elected representatives when they have a grievance? Yes. What are the pillars of democracy? Legislature, executive, judiciary, and the fourth is supposed to be the media. The judiciary has been functioning in India totally unfettered since India got independence in 1947. You may have your views on its weakness because of pendency, but that doesn't mean it isn't functioning. Legislatures. Governments in India, regional and central, have always changed by elections. India's never had a military dictatorship or overthrowing of a democratically elected governments by military. At the centre, we've had strong governments which have been elected with massive majorities, and we've also had coalitions which were shaky. India is a multi-party democracy, and we have experienced the pros and cons of this system given to us by the Constitution. Does the executive function freely? We have never had a pens down in India by the executive. You may have complaints about red tapeism and slow processes, but it's not broken or bent. Media. Switch on any TV channel in India and you will see noisy debates at prime time, where the opposition goes on live TV calling the ruling party names. And yet you will have people saying that the voice of the media is muzzled by the ruling party. They should sometimes switch on the TV in Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Tamil Nadu, Kerala or Karnataka. There are more than 100 TV channels in these states. When commentators talk about TV news, they totally ignore these states, where there is a robust non-BJP narrative occupying airtime 24/7. There are hundreds of newspapers in this country which have bucked the trend worldwide of the print media dying. So no, democracy is neither dead nor dying. What is true is that the narratives are louder, sharper and polarized. So judge for yourself.